let's talk about EOS and what it means to you and your iDjango.com business. What we're going to do tonight, I'm going to take you through the steps of enrolling a new member into your community, getting that member verified, and then getting that member to download process so they can download and install EOS. I think you will see that it's a very efficient and very quick process, and it's a process that's only going to get better over time. But it can be done in a matter of a couple of minutes, and we're going to see that here in just a second. After we do that and we get EOS installed on my computer here, then I'm going to give you a tour of EOS. Going to give you some tips and tricks to use it to your benefit, tell you how it makes you more money, how it makes iDjango more money, and then we can talk a little bit about how you can use this similar presentation to what I'm doing tonight and transform it into your sales presentations and your business and show others EOS. So let's dive right in. You can see it now. I'm on my iDjango.com homepage, but I'm using Mozilla Firefox because, like any other person that's not a member out there right now, they can't have EOS. I can't have EOS because I haven't registered to be a member yet. So I'm using Mozilla Firefox, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back just to my desktop here, and I'm going to open up a brand new Mozilla Firefox window. And the first thing that you need to make sure you do is when you invite someone to join your community, you need to send them to your .com website. And you can see, if you look in the address bar on my screen here, I sent myself to dannyjacobs.iDjango.com because that's where I sign up new members. If your referral code's Tom Smith, you're going to send them to tomsmith.iDjango.com, and so on and so on. So the first thing you need to do is you need to make sure you're sending your members to the right place. If for some reason they land on iDjango.com without using your referral code, they have an opportunity to search for you by name. So they can still get to you, but it's a heck of a lot easier if you just send them to your website to start off. From there, it's a very simple process. Everyone has a Join Today button in their top left-hand corner. I'm going to click on that now, and that's going to take me into the join process. If I already have a username and password, I could then log in to my personalized homepage, but I don't, so I'm going to go to this on the bottom of the page. I can take a tour, I can join now, and I'm going to go through the join process. I'm going to create a username, and this is the username that will be my new email address, in this case eostraining@iDjango.com, and you can see that it let me move on to the next step, so that's available. This is going to be my new website. eostraining.iDjango.com is where now, as a new member, I will send my new prospective members. You enter an email address. In this case, I'm going to use eostraining@hotmail.com because that is where I want to get my verification code sent. You enter a new password, and then you confirm that password. Clicking Continue will move you on to step 2, where you enter your name. In this case, I'm going to use EOS Test Browser, and why that's important is the first and last name that you use here in step 2 is what's going to show up in the top left-hand corner of your page when you land on it. You may have noticed that when I was on the page to sign up, mine said, "Welcome Danny Jacobs," because that's whose site I was on. Now you'll see as we go through this process, it'll say "Welcome EOS Test Browser" when we get back to the installation process. I'm in Austin, Texas. And then down here at the bottom of this page, we've got 4 boxes that you can check. The first one is I want my own @iDjango.com email address. It's important to note that if your new member does not check this box, then they will not immediately have an iDjango.com email attached. However, they can always go back and activate that email later. Clicking the second box gets that member on our communications, which is extremely important. And if you're having a download party out there, or if you're helping a new member sign up, you want them to get our communications. For instance, this week, our members all received an email reminding them that there are great commissions to be earned on our Valentine's Day products, whether that's flowers or candies or other gifts that they're sending, but encouraging the members to purchase Valentine's gifts through their site so that they earn rewards and you as the community director earn rewards. Then you agree to the membership rewards program and the privacy policy. You can click on those links there if you want to read those documents. Those documents are also available for review later. And then you can see step 3 is a success. And I have now joined the iDjango community. And it says obviously here that an email has been sent to my existing email account. That's the one that I put in. So I'm going to really quickly navigate over to Hotmail, because that's the email service that I was using, and I'm going to log in. I have one email in my inbox here, and it's from getstarted@iDjango.com. So that quick, my email was sent out to me, and you can see here that I've got all of my information that I used to set up the account, and I've got a verification code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that verification code, and you can see it says click the following link to enter my verification code. And I am now back on iDjango.com. I can paste my verification code in and click verify. Now that's going to verify that I am who I say I am. And my page is now ready for me to personalize, and it takes me right into the personalization section of my page. So then I can begin to cut and paste widgets and bring in and customize my home page. In order to, and you can see at the top left, it says Welcome EOS Test Browser. Now, so now I'm a member. Now I can go get and install the EOS browser. So I'm going to go back either to my classic view or my home view, because that's where the Download EOS button is. And I can click this big orange button on the right-hand side of the page, or I can go down to the footer here and link in several different ways. The best and easiest way is through the big button here. And that's going to link me to learn more about why the browser is so great, and then continue my download. So I have chosen to open the EOS file, and I'm going to click Save the File. And that quick, the browser is downloaded, and I will double-click to run it. And now I'm extracting the file, and I am installing EOS. It's about a 3-step process. I'll click Next. Then, and this is the most important piece when you're installing EOS and you're helping someone install EOS, is to use the username and password that they set up their member account with. And if you remember, I used EOS Training. And my password, I will click Next. Oops, I must have mistyped something there. That quickly, it verified that, okay, I truly am EOS Training. It has now linked the browser to my account, and I will click for a standard installation. We recommend you do the standard. If you're a computer whiz, you're more than welcome to customize your setup preferences, but the setup is more than adequate. And then here on this last step before we install, you can see that there's a default checkbox in Use EOS as my default web browser. That's extremely important, because that means that going forward, when this new member clicks on a link in an email, clicks on a link in a document, that link is going to open up in their EOS browser. That makes EOS their default. And it's so important for that member being active, for that member earning rewards, and for you growing an active and productive community. So I've got that checked, obviously, and I'm going to click Install. And over the next few seconds, it installs, and then I'll finish, and it says Launch EOS Now. So I have now successfully installed and launched EOS, and there it is, folks. It's that simple. And I was even talking and had one hand off the computer the whole time. I would imagine that if you were extremely efficient at that. You can probably get that done in just about 2 minutes. So 2 minutes of your time is all it takes to help a new member get set up with a member account and the EOS browser.